Muy buenas a todos, aquí Recalde nuevamente con un capítulo más de Banishers, Ghost of mi vídeo. Estamos donde lo dejamos, nos vamos a meter de lleno en la brecha para perseguir al niño este, que no sabemos en qué anda. Tal vez hizo algún hechizo rancio, se metió a la brecha, está por allá, no sabemos si quizá va a llegar a estar muerto. Así que vamos a ver, supongo que entraremos en esta brecha. Así que vamos para allá.
So, here we are.
I suppose now we step into the void.
Suppose we do.
Pues a viajar por el vacío. Los vacíos son difíciles.
Dark rituals, void breach, general weirdness. Lemmy can't be far.
Beware. Wards.
Really? ¿Aquí adentro?
Demonologists really like pushing the limits of their knowledge without considering other lives.
That just makes them human.
It's awfully calm. Why is it awfully calm?
Acá había uno. Como que está por allí, por ese costado. Pero bueno.
Always.
Que no le puedo dar. What the fuck?
Respect us. They haven't noticed us. Stay low.
En el 18. ¿Qué es eso? ¿Hacemos una estupidez? Sí.
Peter!
Easy. Esto. Son como los animales que tenía en la casa el chino este. Y atraía a los espectros. Interesante. Y otro. Lamentación puede estar vivo. Ok, si me acerca demasiado, si me prestan atención. Era el otro, ese ya estaba muerto.
Back down to hell.
Pero correco. Es por allá, no te. Sé que la meditación debe estar vivo. Que si puedo evitar a los espectros de esta forma. Bueno, esto. Derecha o izquierda. Timar y dedo pico de derecha. Man montó su estudio acá.
Creepy hideout. The governor's spawn likes a bit of drama.
Holy shit.
This one's different. Looks like it died diseased.
Mapa de los arados. Un mapa dibujado a mano de los arados con las iniciales R. Se han rodeado con un círculo de lugares: el molino abandonado y el cementerio de God's Acre. El velo entre el aralú y lo encarnado parece particularmente fino en estas dos zonas. En la fecha. Escrito oscuro sobre demonología. Las apariciones fantasmales pueden controlarse o al menos guiarse con una serie de rituales conocidos. Estos deben realizarse con sumo cuidado para no hacer el control, lo cual puede tener efectos potencialmente catastróficos. Una ecuación elegible: si las palabras de poder difieren de 0,1 en intensidad y no se utilizan cuidadosamente las protecciones apropiadas, el fantasma aparecerá, pero no se doblegará la voluntad del demonólogo. Esto debe evitarse a riesgo de heridas generalizadas, muerte o algo peor.
This is some dark, sideways magic.
It's forbidden. I've read it.
Sometimes I worry about you. Ugh. What is this thing?
Banisher rule number 4.
If it oozes, don't touch it. Another botched experiment?
It may be native to the void.
Hola.
So, you can see me. Aren't you full of surprises, young Master Haskell?
You may talk. A Banisher ghost. Amazing. How on God's earth did you find me? Never mind that. Thank the Lord you did. Thought I was going to grow old in here.
Escondiéndote en el vacío.
As hiding places go, the void is quite the choice.
Yes, an amazing place. Or plane? World? The Araloo is not easily described, but it makes a fascinating study. Tell me, how did you get past the Guardian beneath the mill? Did you use a decoy?
We fought it. Don't change the subject.
You fought it? Of course you did. A good thing too. I was starting to think it was wise to me tricks. Oh, but I have so many questions.
This isn't a social call, kid. And we're the ones with the questions.
Oh. Oh. Of course.
We must talk of Caleb Watson. Why in the hell would you give him a resurrection ritual?
Ruth's death hit poor Caleb hard. He was alone, and so I would often stop by his workshop. We talked. He took a keen interest in my studies and was a good listener. When he learned that she could possibly return, he had one question. How?
Viste su dolor como una oportunidad.
You saw his grief as an opportunity to test the effects of the lesser palingenesis.
Oh. You know the ritual too? Amazing, isn't it?
I've studied it. The actual ritual, not the mangled version you gave Caleb.
Yes, and I'm sorry. I found it in a copy of De Occulte Philosophia by Cornelius Agrippa von Nettesheim. A remarkable book.
I've met my fair share of illustrious occultists, and none owned an authentic Agrippa. Much is lost in translation or altered in the printing. I doubt your copy is an exception.
Of course! The power is in the words, and mine were wrong, so the power went awry. How very fascinating!
Déjame darte datos, tú estudios se ponen en peligro.
Are you aware of what would happen if people learnt of your studies?
Surely the acquisition of knowledge cannot be a sin.
Do you remember Deborah?
Miss Comenius. Yes, of course, I remember.
Your father tasked us with an investigation. One way or the other, we must return with the mystery solved.
Ah. I think I understand what you're saying. I might be in a tiny little bit of, danger.
¿Quién eres realmente? ¿Qué haces aquí? ¿Quién eres?
You see ghosts. You stroll the void as if it were your garden. You possess and share forbidden rituals. Who are you really?
I'm Lammy Haskell, and I am a man of many sciences. I am in fact a true pursuer.
That raises more questions than it answers.
What are the pillars of the universe? Which principles underpin existence? As occultists, do we change the world or scratch upon its surface? Each discipline I embrace peels back a new layer of reality. I'm yet at the beginning, and see where I already stand. Amazing, no?
¿Eres demonólogo?
Are you a demonologist like your father?
More or less. Less, more so. My father sees occultism through the eyeglass of his faith, but I know better. So, more so?
If you don't share your father's faith, what do you believe?
I believe in the afterlife. The proof is about us. And if the void embodies eternal despair, there must too be a place of hope. But where? I ask myself, where?
Tu padre organiza una casa de brujas.
Your father is convinced a witch poisoned his well. Caleb Watson was cursed by a ritual you gave him. I'd focus if I were you.
We must counter the devil with knowledge of his tricks. That, my father always said, is the purest of God's work.
Aye, I can imagine your father saying that.
When I was 10, he gave me my initiation. Demonology, sir, as he would say. He saw me as his heir. Then, of a sudden, the books were forbidden. So I stole them, the very same books he'd forced upon me as a boy. I understand them where he does not. I did no wrong, apart from a little theft.
You've studied demonology. Did you do it alone?
When my father forbade me to continue, I confess I disobeyed him in secret. Those big books were very boring until they were forbidden. Suddenly I could not get enough of their secret knowledge. Funny, eh? More recently, a good friend of my father showed me that I had only been scratching at the surface.
¿Quién eres, amigo? Ya sabemos
Who was
quién.
your father's friend?
An itinerant Frenchman who often visited New Eden in recent years. He called himself a true pursuer. As a thinker, he was prolific and profound. My father was so proud to be included in his discourse. For him, knowledge is the ladder to greatness, and greatness is the prize. To me, knowledge is itself the prize.
From the looks of this place, you're knee-deep in research. What are you doing here exactly?
Searching for the origin of the Harrow's Plague, of course. And I have a theory on the subject.
Of course you do. Go on then.
Now, at first, I believed the water poisoned, but my father sealed the well, and yet folk remained sick. They looked for witchcraft, a foolish, uneducated suspicion, yes, but with some truth concealed behind it. You see, the Araloo taints New Eden. Its influence leaches into the Harrows. The evidence is everywhere.
By the Araloo, do you mean the void?
Neither name does it justice. This place is beyond words. The Araloo, Mr. McCraith, is made of the very fabric of our primordial myths. Isn't it amazing?
How can you be sure the void has tainted the region?
In New Eden, the threshold between our plane and this is thin. Even I, a novice, may reach the frontier and then go beyond. I also believe it happened before. Some years ago, New Eden was hit by another epidemic.
Was it the same illness?
I believe that first epidemic was caused by the porosity of the frontier between New Eden and the Araloo. Although, where theirs was an affliction of burning flesh, ours is a corruption of mind and spirit. And I believe I have found its source. There is a substance, a strange ooze. You may have noticed it. This, I believe, is the true source of the Harrow's poison. It carries a particular stink, on the scent of which I experience first confusion, then a loss of control over my limbs.
What?
What do you expect to find at the source of the ooze?
To find a cure. The ooze seeps into our world, sickening us. I may be able to stop it. Unfortunately, I cannot reach the source. The Araloo is a formidable place. Tricky. A maze constantly evolving, changing, reshaping itself. The isthmus, for example. I found an oozing crack in the ground. The terrain then remade itself, and I can get to it no longer.
Perhaps we might be able to find a way through and take a look at that source.
Would you? That would be splendid. Would you mind taking notes?
Lami. Una misión para corregir los errores de su padre. Lami es que la está estudiando magia prohibida y hay una entidad.
Let's go take a closer look at that ooze then.
And with that sorrow gone, I can leave. Do be careful. My home is your home. If you need anything, help yourself.
The Araloo is not your home, Amy. But thank you.
Pardon my morbid enthusiasm, Mistress Duarte, but could I ask you a few questions?
What do you wish to know?
Do you still need to eat? Do you feel hunger? Sorry, it's just you're the first ghost I've met, in person, as it were.
I don't eat. Not in the way you do. I feel hunger. Again, not in the way you do.
Fascinating. And can you touch things, smell them? Are colours the same as you remember them?
My senses are different. It's difficult to describe how. I can see, sometimes touch. I cannot smell. Red tells me this is a blessing.
How do you manifest in this plane? Do you feel bound or are you here by choice?
It feels as if I were clinging to a rope, high above the abyss. Even if I wished to let go, I could not bring myself to do it.
I see. What about your Banisher skills? Can you use them? Do the accoutrements of your craft still work? As a ghost, do they not harm you?
The marks on my hands and the rings on my fingers aren't actually there. They have no more effect on me than a memory.
Can you talk to any ghost you wish?
No. I sense traces of their presence. To talk to them, I must still do the work.
And yet here I am, talking to you. How marvelous. The dead are rarely as articulate, nor are they accommodating. In fact, they're often quite rude.
We should probably get going. Some other time, then.
But we've merely scratched at the surface of the great mysteries. I mean, look around us. We stand here beyond the ultimate frontier. Sorry. I mean to say, yes, Mistress Duarte.
Antea, we should get going.
Ok, supongo que no era por allá.
So, the pious governor's unassuming son is our evil Harrow's witch.
The more powerful the loose cannon, the more dangerous it is. I don't know that I buy Lammy's hair of the dog theory, but I feel strange, and I suspect the ooze.
Only one way to find out. Oh, God. Yuck. I need a wee bit of help here. Well, that was not pleasant. Not pleasant at all.
Wards. I'm going to need a hand here. They never learn, do they?
Stay down.
De este rato. ¿De dónde vengo yo? De allá. Oh.
It oozes through the breach, suppurates like a festering wound.
How delightful.
Let's see what lies on the other side. Where are we now?
Underground, looks like.
Wonderful.
The ooze affects the incarnate too. Who goes there?
Michael Jackson.
Is that a ghost?
I don't know. But I don't think we're alone. What might you be then?
What was...
Oh, shite.
Did you just say shite? You? bigger than I thought it'd be.
Is that a house from the Harrows?
We may be below the well.
No wonder they all got sick.
What? En lo alto y en lo bajo. Usar el salto aumenta el daño del siguiente ataque con puñetazo en un 150%. Carta de Amity Gibbs. De Amity Gibbs, Ciudad de Providence, para Antipas y Clemency Gibbs. Los arados ni viven, queridos padres. Rubén y yo estamos instalados aquí en Providence. Nuestra casa es pintoresca y encantadora. Creo que os gustará, aunque quizá discutáis los colores de las cortinas. Asistimos a la iglesia con rigor. El sermón del domingo pasado fue particularmente hermoso y estoy seguro de que lo habréis disfrutado. Lo habríais disfrutado. Todavía hay hombres piadosos en Nueva Inglaterra. En vuestra última carta mencionabais que la granja ha tenido algunos problemas. Si Dios os pone a prueba, estoy segura de que pasaréis su examen. Sin embargo, si lo necesitáis, Rubén estará encantado de haceros un préstamo. También podemos considerar una visita si aceptáis ciertas estipulaciones sobre vuestro comportamiento y forma de hablar. What? En particular con Rubén, que no se merece ni adulación ni comentarios sarcásticos. Vuestra hija, Amy.
This house belonged to a certain Antipas and Clemency Gibbs. Did you feel that?
It's close.
Libros de contabilidad de la granja de Gibbs. Primera del 95, 1695. Gasto 198. Reparación de muros, diezmo, cerveza y pan. Velas, carpintero, madera, artículos varios. Ingreso 80 reales de a 8. Maíz, carne de caballo. Invierno, gasto 104. Diezmos e impuestos, cerveza y pan. Vela, reparación de herramientas, madera curada. Ingreso 95 reales de a 8. Maíz, cebada. Otoño del 94, gasto 116, diezmos, impuestos, cerveza y pan, velas, carne, reparación de herramientas, mano cosecha, ingresos 152 reales de 8, maíz, cebadas, verduras. Verano del 94, gasto 105, bla bla bla, ingresos, ok.
The Gibbs' land was barren. They were struggling for money.
Panfleto de Cotton Mather. Y la mujer asombrada confesó que estas cosas eran ciertas y que ella y otras personas nombradas en este discurso preternatural habían tenido familiaridad con el diablo. Al ser preguntada si había hecho un pacto expreso con él, respondió que no, solo que había prometido ir con él cuando lo llamara, lo cual había hecho varias veces. Esta pelada es la... o bueno, los que vivían aquí eran... Ah, no, porque... Sí, Amita. Puede que sea la bruja que condenó el gobernador. Imbécil. Dentro de la caja de Pandora. Desde que Pandora rompió la caja, liberando todas las maldiciones proverbiales sobre la humanidad, las epidemias se consideran a menudo un castigo o un calvario impuesto por los dioses. Atrapados en su estrechez de miras, los científicos discrepan y prefieren buscar causas naturales a las múltiples consecuencias. Como ocurre a menudo, la respuesta está en otra parte, entre estas concepciones rivales y al mismo tiempo más allá de ellas. Indudablemente no todas las epidemias provienen de una brecha en el tejido de lo encarnado, pero la regularidad, la periodicidad y la malignidad de tales incidentes en todo el mundo deberían considerarse pruebas de dicha brecha y de la influencia del otro lado, el Avalúo, el gran inframundo. Después de todo, el verdadero nombre de Pandora no era Anesidra, paréntesis vacíos, la que envía regalos, es decir, desde el interior de la tierra, sanadores, médicos, sacerdotes y brujos, todos deben buscar esas señales como lo hace un verdadero perseguidor, porque mientras no sellen la brecha del vacío que resuma los dones del inframundo, seguirán siendo como hormigas intentando detener el fuego de un bosque, mientras los fanáticos ciegos detengan y ahorquen a los hechiceros y adoradores que supuestamente propagan la enfermedad, cuando la mayoría de las veces esos sectarios se reunieron aquí porque los dones resumantes los llamaron en primer lugar. Serán como ovejas que confunden a los perros pastores con los lobos, ofreciendo oportunidades para que el verdadero perseguidor investigue sin que nadie repare en él. Supongo, me va a encantar buscar esa boca enferma cerca de mi vida. Eso lo voy a romper yo.
Look up. The ooze, oozed through the very stone.
Oh. Nota para los Gibbs. Gibbs, os agradezco vuestra nota. Dios mismo sabe que los tiempos son difíciles, que no pudierais hacer frente a nuestro último pedido de grano es comprensible. Nos encontramos en una posición similar y tras la muerte de nuestra última pieza de ganado, debemos cancelar nuestro próximo pedido. Adjuntamos el saldo de nuestra cuenta que consideramos cerrada, al menos hasta que vuelvan tiempos mejores. Dios nos libre a todos de esta maldición. Richard Melons. Esto. Oh, Saori.
Mr. and Mrs. Gibbs, have you read my paper?
I read it, aye. And then I washed my hands and prayed for grace. You claim to prove that there is no curse. Well,
a witch would say that, wouldn't she?
Wherever people gather to live, disease takes hold, and I believe... What are you doing?
your evil lies shall be destroyed. We know who you are, and you shall be judged. Witch!
They were determined to do for her. She built a case for her rationality, and they tore it apart.
La mujer que fue ejecutada por Haskell por la epidemia en 1688 en Nividian era inocente. Verga.
And of all of them, just this one house fell down.
Maybe it was personal.
Was the Gibbs' house targeted by the ooze?
Obviously. Look around you.
Whoa. Upa.
Have some of this!
Peter!
Another shadow.
What do they want? Red, something is keeping me from manifesting.
In here? Ah, shite.
A ward restrains me.
Está. No, fuck. La cosa es un color.
You're welcome.
Now let's inspect the body.
Okay. Ni modos.
Is he alive?
Ah, but you can't cook. Expected no less from you, messengers. Get back up!
Someone didn't want to stay dead.
Diario de Clemency Gibbs. Haskell y sus feligreses están aquí. Huyeron de sus hogares. Tenemos sitio para todos en los arados. Hay moho en la pared cerca de la puerta principal. Voy a raspar. El moho se ha vuelto enfermizamente negro y resuma entre las tablas. Las cosechas tal como eran han fracasado. El gobernador y su banda de almas débiles de corazón han traído la maldición con ellos. Que el Señor nos libre. Esa cosa negra está por todas partes. La gente enferma tiene dificultad para respirar y sangra por todos los orificios que se pueden mencionar y algunos que no. El diablo escupe y nos inunda. Me recuerda a hace 7 años cuando la peste nos asoló por última vez. Ruego a Dios que me conceda a mí, Clemency Gibbs, y a mi leal y medianamente capaz marido, Antipas, la sabiduría para encontrar de nuevo a la bruja. Dios no nos ayudará porque nuestro gobernador usa magia. Su hijo, como se llama, el idiota, ha puesto un tótem pagano junto a la casa, lo he derribado. Antipas dijo que vio a Haskell arrojar algo al pozo. Y luego la tierra tembló. ¿Qué traman los Haskell? What?
Clemency Gibbs blamed the epidemic on a witch. Come from New Eden Town with the governor.
That's not what the woman they accused was saying.
The Gibbs are not at home to rational explanations.
Pues para llenar aquí. Oh. Oh. Desde viajar. Y por acá.
See anything?
Either the water table is full of ooze, or there's another source.
Let's search upstream.
Estaba la caja esa que no la que no se puede disparar. El sombrero y el bus.
Right, this on for size.
Over there.
Elusive little buggers.
Pero entonces, ¿cuándo decís que nos aparece eso?
Red, come see this.
Ver qué, ok.
Ghost wards cannot manifest.
Are those echoes we're hearing, or the shadows speaking?
They always appear near the ooze.
So do the whispers.
But which came first? The whispers say the same things over and over.
What kind of entity would be so obsessed?
I don't know. I'm drawing a blank. Watch out! Spectre possession. Think you could take on a ghost? Spectre heading for that force.
This looks perfectly drinkable.
Famous last words.
Why hasn't the poison spread to the groundwater?
Perhaps it shifts and shapes, like the void. Well, at the very least, it shifts. Looks like the ooze comes from a distinct source.
Whoa!
I know.
Ay, el altar. Yeah.
Malice has been bound to this.
A ver qué nos da. Esto es de vinculación.
You are not released, but exiled.
Cabeza de muerte. Daña la manifestación. Duración del tejido. El tercer ataque con puñetazo reduce los enfriamientos de las manifestaciones en 5 segundos. Esa es su duración del tejido. Esa voluntad, vitalidad, persistencia. Perderemos vitalidad. Este que me da, golpear a un enemigo con una manifestación otorga 7 puntos de destierro. Es muy buena para el build que tenemos. Sí, no. Nos quedamos con esto. Build de destierro. Con ataque cargado, for the win.
This whole country is rotten to the core.
And you're just now reaching this conclusion.
If I wanted your opinion, I'd give it to you.
Perhaps if you gave me the space to have one, then we'd both be better off.
Ojo. Ojo. ¿Por qué se están peleando?
Someone came through here, someone real, not just a shadow. Whoever it was, looks like the ooze got him. What do you think, Antea?
You wanted the space to have your own opinion. I'm giving it to you.
¿Por qué están agarrados? Por eso cayó por ahí.
This must be Antipas Gibbs. Hell of a fall to live through. Now join in any time, Antea.
What do you think I'm doing?
Y algo raro porque están peleando.
This is God's land. How could we let a witch come to our community? Instructing our children, no less.
'Tis no surprise. New Eden brims over with backsliders. The governor, chief amongst them.
Aye, many had to sicken and die for him to act. But the deed is not yet done.
We must fight the Lord's good fight and cast the devil out for good. Many want to try the witch, aye, and many want to see her dead.
Great! More fun! The devil take it!
This isn't over yet.
try this on. Those things came from the ooze. They're like those oriental shapeshifters we fought in Bremen.
Or Bacche liquefy. This is something else. The ooze reacted to our presence. The Gibbs were so angry. Pure entitled bigotry.
Maybe they were affected by the ooze. I mean, we've been snapping at each other since we got here. Something's toying with us.
I think they made the ooze. I don't think the ooze made them.
This is it. This is the source. How do we get to it?
If you need a breather, we can do it here. A ghost left a fragment of their past here.
The devil still breathes through her mouth. We are cursed, and you are stalling.
Clemency, Antipas, please. The woman has been jailed. As per custom, she will face trial and justice will be brought to this community.
Coming from a magic user himself. But can you or your demonologist discernment really be trusted?
Dare you insinuate such blasphemy? I'm a man of faith.
Then do what God commands of you. Governor, we ask for safety. If we do not get it, there will be consequences.
América. Urim y Tumim. Un juego de Urim y Tumim, herramientas de adivinación y cleromancia, que se creía que revelaban la voluntad de Dios.
The governor used Urim and Thummim, and that made his flock suspicious.
Divination stones. He must have thrown them down the well when he sealed it. But why now?
He's afraid. The Earth took the Gibbs house. Perhaps he thought he was a target too. The Gibbs had a hand in rigging the witch trial, but he was the one who sealed it.
That echo proves that things were getting out of hand. For his son's safety and his own, Haskell must have feared the suspicious mob.
Le di a la X para responder y se tomó una carga del pinche coso. Joder. Ok, teníamos por acá. Haskell, intención tenía para proteger a su familia. El gobernador Haskell se sintió obligado a ejecutar una colona sospechosa de brujería. Verga, llega al centro de la cueva. Pero vení, la cosa es a la que le disparé. ¿Perdiendo algún camino que no ando viendo o qué? Ok. Toma.
Oh, this can't be good.
What the fuck?
Who are you?
If we speak, so you listen.
What?
I only seek the truth. Bloody hell. Is that me? Or was that cheap trick?
What the fuck?
Just die. What the hell just came out of that shadow?
It's working. Keep at it.
Your strikes are not helping. Let me. That shadow's got its strength back.
Don't let the ooze get back to its shadow.
Bloody hell, that stings.
Getting rid of that ooze should weaken the shadows. Helping all the fun.
I'm the one who has to fight him. Come on, man, get yourself together.
Ghosts are dangerous, and I'd no reason to show mercy.
Wow.
This just won't do. Your strikes do nothing.
Yo sé, pero te necesito cargarte. Upa.
I can sure as hell try. This is going to vex me.
What? Hola.
And Tia died to help New Eden. And still we fight this
Contra los
curse.
dos a la vez.
What more do you want from us?
No. Verga.
Oh, you sound like my old parish.
This just won't do.
Bloody hell, that stings. Help, bold.
Verga.
enough.
Pluma del gobernador Haskell. La pluma que el gobernador Haskell utilizó para firmar la sentencia de muerte de Débora. Este poderoso vínculo está impregnado con la esencia del avatar de juicio de la pesadilla. Después de vencer a este poderoso fantasma, Antea consumirá inmediatamente su esencia para volverse más fuerte. Me dieron cositas. ¿Qué fue lo que me dieron? ¿Atuendo de espíritu errante? No. ¿Atuendo desterrador? Traje bendito. Este, ¿no? Sí, este es nuevo. El daño de ataque cuerpo a cuerpo y de ataque con puñetas aumenta en un 10% por cada manifestación en enfriamiento. Ok. No, este. Vamos a full destierro. ¿Qué fue lo otro que me dieron? Algo del santo no sé qué. ¿Qué fue? No me fijé. A ver.
Can we please get out of here?
Sigilo de Leviatán. Acá, equipamiento. Sigilo del Leviatán. Daño espectral cuerpo a cuerpo 14. Vitalidad 34. Persistencia 34. Derrotar a un enemigo con el ataque con puñetazo reduce el siguiente daño recibido en un 90%. Ok. Crecimiento del azote más 3. Vamos a poder mejorar cositas. Al final nunca supe cómo coger la cosa esa. No importa. Mierda, no me digas que tenemos que matar al gobernador.
That was awful. This trial. It was as if Deborah wanted us to face what she had faced. But all I feel is beaten.
I feel judged. Like I'll never be understood again. Justice miscarried here.
Of course. That's it. I know what that was. Such spectre of injustice has a name. The mythical infamy. I've only read about them. They're so rare, most think them a myth.
Pamia. La marca fue ejecutada, era inocente. La enfermedad que aflige a los araos es debido a una familia, un espectro raro obsesión con la injusticia. El avatar es una infamia obsesionada por la injusticia del juicio por brujería de Débora Comenius. Uf. La ignorancia ha provocado esto. La cobardía de Haskell.
Haskell's cowardice is to blame. To save his own arse, he condemned a woman he knew to be innocent.
And so a terrible ghost was born, and sickness piled on sickness. Haskell has so much to answer for.
¿Dónde diablos estamos? Ok, estamos atrás del pueblo. Confronta al gobernador Haskell. Al final la amistad con sus estudios. Donde corregir o hacer lo que no fue capaz el papá. Pero si lo levantamos, también se pondrá en contra de nosotros. Del papá después de todo. ¿Qué te digo? ¿Quién camina por acá? Oh, camino como tal, aunque tiene pinta.
Something's concealed.
Vamos a ver por acá.
Why do I get the feeling that we're sitting ducks?
Uy, no le di. Qué malazo. Uy, lo fallé. Uf. Jolín. ¿Qué vamos a hacer con el gobernador? Bueno, se viene la decisión.
Down there, I was tense. I was impatient.
Me too. That infamy really got to us.
Years of anger coursed through me. Yet now I can't even remember why.
Me neither. This is what an infamy does. It's over now. We're here.
I said something to hurt you. I'm sorry.
I forgive you. And I hope that you forgive me too.
Ok.
How refreshing it is to the soul to be at once thus delivered. One thing above all else, my friends, is true. The wicked are at odds with themselves.
Oh, good. His latest sermon. We haven't missed it.
Último sermón. Es friantea.
The Lord's promise of salvation from hell pleases them. The Lord's salvation from misery and sin here on earth does not.
This doesn't look like salvation from misery and sin.
The wicked pray for deliverance from the fires of hell, while piling the kindling high. They proclaim their love for their Lord, yet in His name they serve themselves. Their self-regard crumbles in the light of their hateful iniquities.
So true.
Mr. McCraith, my friend, I'm so glad you agree. Now, the wicked man never questions...
I have your answers.
What? Yes, good. Perhaps we should discuss this privately, if you'll give me just a moment.
It's quite the story. You might not wish to hear it. Neither may the good people here.
Please, this is not the time.
We want to hear the story. Let the Banisher speak.
Tell them, Red. Tell them good.
Aye, there's a story that starts with a question. A question for you, Governor. And maybe for all the good people of New Eden. If I give you a witch, will you do what you did to Deborah Comenius?
Comenius, say you? The school teacher walked with the devil and paid the appropriate price. That's the beginning of the history and also its end.
Is it, though? I've learned much about Deborah Comenius and what happened to her, and it tells a very different tale.
And what story, pray you, does it tell?
Historia de una mujer.
It tells the story of a woman, a teacher, living peaceably among friends, until there came a plague. In fear, the good people went to their governor. "The devil walks among us," they said, "and you must save us, or we will find someone who will." This governor knew he could not save them. But he could give them a witch. She would confess, or she would be judged.
Deborah Comenius was a witch, Mr. McCraith. She was the devil's tool, and worse, much worse.
The trial was not fair. You had no proof, and you knew it.
Credible witnesses gave believable testimony, sir.
Witnesses like Gibbs, who pressured you into a guilty verdict to avoid being suspected of witchcraft yourself.
There was pressure, I'll not deny it. But I did what I did to protect the colony. It was a difficult time.
The picture of yourself that you hold in your mind is that of a great occultist.
To repel the devil, the wise and fearless man must learn the Black Spy's tricks.
¿Eres un verdadero monólogo? ¿Te has preguntado qué se echa tras el velo?
Have you ever wondered what lies beyond the veil, past the hem, beyond the invisible? Have you ever heard of the Araloo?
What gibberish is this?
No? Your good friend Etienne Roulet did not, it seems, deign you worthy of his secrets. Never mind. Do you then consider yourself a true demonologist?
In order that a war be just, 3 things are necessary. Firstly, the authority of the sovereign. Secondly, a just cause. Thirdly, a rightful intention.
Aye, the Summa Theologiae of St. Thomas Aquinas, a classic quote from which you have conveniently omitted an important detail. To wit, a just cause is required, namely that those who are attacked should be attacked because they deserve it on account of some fault. You're a pompous coward, fearful of anyone different, as human as that is.
There must be a man to judge, or there is no order. A man to make the judgment and a man to enforce it. Of all people, you know this.
I live and let live. I choose only for the dead.
I choose for the living. These people are sinners, sir, and must be led back to the light. This is my mandate, my duty.
What do you really want, Governor?
I wish only to serve. I am the trusted servant of the good people of New Eden. Without me, they're lost.
Without them, you would be lost.
Yes. Maybe I do need them. How very human of me. But these people undoubtedly need me, Mr. McCraith. And there is no one else.
Admit it. You toy with magic you don't understand.
You, sir, are jealous.
I, sir, am tired. I've done my job, fulfilled my contract, I've found the source of the curse. The poison below the well is no more, no thanks to you.
Aha! Poison it was then. The weapon of the wicked, to weaken the people's will. What was it, belladonna, hemlock, foxglove?
Betrayal. Truth unspoken, secrets and lies, wrongs basically, your wrongs. The wrongs you visited upon Deborah Comenius, the wrongs that led to her death.
She died at the hand of the body politic. She died at all our hands. Most of all, she died at her own.
She died because she would not submit.
'Twas not my plan to kill her, stupid, stubborn woman. Why did she not confess? I would have granted clemency. I would have shown her mercy.
You had the power to stop the madness, but instead you chose to let it run all the way to its barbaric conclusion. You brought the curse down on New Eden. Then you called we Banishers in to fix your mistake. You boast of your knowledge of demons and spirits, but in truth, you master nothing. You're a peacock. All show and no meat. I'm not here today to bring justice. But this man, your governor, brought death to your doors.
No.
He deserves blaming. And shame on me if I don't do it. Hellspace!
Friends, have I ever not served the interests of our community? Have I not protected you? Have I not loved you?
To the living.
Death to the dead.
Verga.
This is unfair.
Is the evil gone for good?
Far from it.
Then who will protect us?
I will. While Mr. McCraith fights the curse of New Eden, I will protect the people of the Harrows. Or at least, I'll try. Now let's all return to our homes and pray for forgiveness and the strength to bear the consequences of our actions.
Está saqueando el papá.
Your fee. One of the many debts my father left me.
You'd best put your own debts first, young Master Haskell.
Don't I know it?
I hate this place. Rest up, then please, let's get out of here.
Qué gonorrea. La historia de este juego está muy brutal. Combate básico, sencillo. Ahora que mejoramos varias cosas de nuestro equipamiento, ya no está tan complicado. Ya en unas peleas que antes sí nos daba bastante. Que estamos jugando en difícil. Pero bueno, como decía, el combate no es tan complicado, pero la historia está brutal. 10 de 10 hasta ahora. Este juego me ha llamado mucho la atención por la historia como tal, por las decisiones que a veces toca tomar. Estamos yendo a full. Creo que aquí tomamos la decisión correcta. Aparte, digamos, de que pues teníamos que sacrificar al gobernador para poder darle la esencia antea y seguir con nuestro camino hacia resucitarla. Pero pues el man fue el que sí se cagó todas las cosas por salvarse su pellejo y pues en parte el del hijo, pero de todas formas pues también sacrificó a alguien que no lo merecía, un inocente, y solo por sentir la presión de algunos, ¿no? Como pasa a veces en la realidad. Pero bueno, vamos a ver este capítulo hasta acá. Qué interesante todo cómo se está poniendo. Vamos a ver qué sigue más adelante. Ya fuimos al sur, ya estuvimos en los Arados. Vamos a ver si ahora nos envían tal vez al norte, que también tenemos un camino por allá. O vamos a ver si de pronto hay unos casos de presencia por allá en el primer pueblo donde estaba Tixkin y la hermana. O quizá eso lo haga por fuera de la serie. Pero vamos a ver qué sigue a continuación. Si nos envían hacia el norte antes de ir a Nividen como tal, seguiremos por allá. Así que nos vemos en el próximo capítulo. Si están viendo la serie, a quien la esté viendo, espero que les esté gustando el juego tanto como a mí. Está muy muy bueno. 10 de 10 hasta ahora. Así que nos vemos en la próxima. Hasta luego.